Here, Serana. Serana, come here. Come here. You want a Lechonk card? You want a Lechonk card? She actually does like to steal Pokemon cards. It's kind of a problem. But I think she's more interested in just being in this room that I don't let her in. Do you want a Lechonk card? No? Okay. She doesn't want to add to her collection, apparently. You know, it's funny, because I know that I'm going to be removing that in this video, but I actually used the Bulbasaur to try and line up my camera. Horizontally, he is how I find my center, and somewhat vertically, although I kind of use some lines I have on it to try and line it up with this, almost like horizon between the desk and the wall. So he's always useful, even if he gets removed. Anyways, this box today is the reason why he'll be getting removed. If you've seen the contents of any of these, Paldean Fates premium collections, you'll understand why. And just like with the last one of these that we did, there's a lot of plastic in this, like an unholy amount. Although it does seem that this piece is actually important to hold on to. So, as for our promos, it does come with our shiny Quaxly here, number 82. 83, we have the Quaxwell as a shiny as well. And finally, number 84, we have the Quaquaval EX. I think I've mentioned this a couple times on this channel. When it came to the base forms of these starters, Quaxly was easily the one that I was going with, and normally I try to avoid spoilers before Pokemon games release, but I did end up seeing that, and I was like, no, I'm good, and I ended up going with Fuecoco instead and never looked back, but I know he definitely still has some fans out there, so there's your lineup. And there is a code card. But then, of course, we have the big boy version of him. I really do like how they did the artwork for this guy. Like, I think on this card, very much fits, I think is the right word I want to go for. I still just don't care for Quaquaval, but, I mean, he exists. Alright, more plastic. Then we can take out the 8 packs that come inside. And, wouldn't you know it? More plastic. And finally, we have what replaces my background back there. Because we get this very nice looking card holder. In this case, it is designed primarily with water cards in mind. And you have there on the backing as well. I think whenever I did the last box, I didn't really show this good enough. You can see that it actually is kind of generic. Like, it has just all of these symbols that don't really have anything to do with, like, water typing. You have, like, dragon and everything else in here. They just painted it blue, and the other one's green, and the one I haven't done yet, I can guarantee is going to be red. I know, shocking. I know, breaking info here. Big news. Anyways, it's just like a little hinge right there on the bottom, then you have some magnets built into the top. And we're just going to take our evolution line here and go ahead and put it in. Now that they're in, we just put the hinge back in the bottom and close it shut with the magnets. And there is the whole Quaxly line, now in this really nice little card holder. The issue is, can't really stand by itself. Yep, let's get this guy out of here. And that's where this comes in. I originally thought in the last video that the idea was this would be like the front, but it really doesn't want to sit that way. Like, it will sometimes, and it likes to lean forward. It does seem the better method to do it is to have the wide part at the back, then flip this around so it can lean back that way. Now, it is time to open the packs. We did pretty good on the last one of these boxes, and I'd say we did even better on the 10 that we did recently. So let's see if we can't just keep going uphill, or are we going to fall off? You have the Ultra Ball, the Pig, Lantern, Mime Jr., Lechonk, and the Armorogue. So far, it is starting to look like the answer is fall off. Go ahead and get this out. I wonder if I have enough space that if I use some like double-sided stuff. I don't think so. Maybe, because it's kind of pushed forward, so it looks a little bit larger than it would be if it was against the wall. If I could like hang all 3 of them here for the background, it could be interesting. Maybe even just like across the top, that could be cool. We'll see. Maybe I'll try something in the future. We'll see. Not too bad of an idea for the Scarlet and Violet era, for the, the videos that will be releasing alongside it. You have Dedenne, Mastiff, and a Golden Go. Not too great so far, but I can only assume that if we get a low number of pulls, it'll be made up for by the quality of the pulls. We can only hope. That's not quite how that works. They don't quite tip the scales that way. We have the Gimmighoul Crisis Punch, Mousehold Dosh Bun, and a Mime Jr. now as a shiny. Ironic, this is the one that I messed up on earlier and started to say Mr. Mime, and of course that's the one that we end up getting as a shiny. So here is your redemption arc. Number 157 of 91. Again, what is the point in secret rares anymore? Then Professor's Research and a Heat Rotom. Alright, just threw that one. Not too bad. Nice to get shinies. Of course, that is kind of the big reason to want to open anything from this set, or any of the Fate sets, you know, as a whole. It's just to get them shinies. But of course, you're always looking for the full arts and the more special secret rares. Honestly, I would imagine that anything within that 91 is just not worth pulling. Like, secret rares have gotten so just egregious. Like this one, 226 of 91. I don't even know how many cards are in this set, but it's just insane to me. Also insane to me that we've barely pulled any full arts from this set. I think like 2 or 3. And this is the 3rd of this full art Pawmi. I still love this card, but good God, like I have enough. Stop. Cerulean Edge. Like, I love Pawmi. That guy grew on me very, very quickly. I did use him during my original Scarlet and Violet run. So, I'm definitely happy to have him, but I don't know if I need 3. We have the Ghastly. I'm assuming that he's just real low value. Like, if I assume that everyone else's pull rate is about the same for that guy, he's probably just, like, the easy full art to pull. And, okay, we have the Wugtrio, and again, it's in one of my favorite styles for these shinies, when you have the shiny there, and then all of the standard ones surrounding him. You got examples of the shiny and the non-shiny. Makes you wonder in these, like, Pokemon kingdoms, are the shinies, like, ostracized, or are they, like, revered? You know, like, do they treat this Wugtrio as their king, or do they treat him as an outcast? Anyways, Cerulean Edge. I think that's something that we need an answer to from the Pokemon Company and or Game Freak. Give us a storyline. Give us something that shows us what shinies are like within their ecosystem. I like to imagine that it's different for each Pokemon, you know, like some will just accept them like they're normal me because that Pokemon's like colorblind or something. And you have some that, you know, like ostracize it, like, why is that one blue? Get it out of here. Oh god, I think I just invented Pokemon racism. That was not the goal of this topic, but it got there. Here's the code card. We have Magmar, Pneumonia, Charmander, Rare Candy, the Ultra Ball, Swoobat, Clive, Lono, and we have the Ice Ferret, Chinpao EX. I think I learned that this guy was supposed to just be like a cat or something. I don't remember. He's a ferret. I don't care what people think of him, or even what the Pokemon Company says. My guy looks like a ferret. He does that funny little ferret stance where he kind of goes down and then back up again. I would know, as I have 2 of the ferret. Maybe I can grab one for the outro of this video. Get in my golden with weird blue background Chinpao EX ferret Ice Boy. This makes me happy. I think we did pretty good here. And we have a Heat Rotom. Yeah, definitely the best pull of the day. Although there's still one more pack to go, so something could beat it. Yeah, I'll have to go see if either of my ferrets are currently awake after this next pack. Well, I guess after the bonus card of the day as well. And I can have one on camera again. I think it feels like I have to do that whenever I mention them. Not that it happens very often on this channel. I don't usually use them as view bait. We have Whimsicott, Varoom, and, okay, a full art trainer Pneumonia. Draw 3 cards. Is Nemona? I'm guessing Nemona is the right way to say it. Definitely one of the more interesting rivals that we've had in the last few generations. And an energy. But cool, full art trainer. Always happy to pull more of these, especially one that's, you know, nice and vibrant like this. But now it is time for the bonus card of the day. Explanation right down here, right around this region. Let's see what is in store for us in our Silver Tempest box. So we have an official Pokemon sleeve. This is from, they did 2 boxes, one for, why am I forgetting both of their names now? Zamazenta and Zacian. And both of them featured the exact same sleeves, so this could have come from either of those. Because they're using a modern sleeve, we can assume this is going to be a modern card. It is cut a little funky, thicker on that end, but I'm not seeing like any signs of wear, really. Maybe the tiniest little white dots down there and down there. But this is going to be a lot more modern. I'm going to say not quite. Yeah, I'm going to say just 2023. We have, ooh, Scarlet and Violet 2023. Man, I love getting these things spot on. I feel like some of the modern ones I do better on the guesses. We have the Full Art Starly from SVI. Is that just base set? That is not base set, is it? My brain is not working. What set would that be? You think when they changed from set symbols to letters, I would be better at this, and I'm worse. I was better with the symbols. Like, you think the letters as being shorthand for the name of the set would help me somewhat. But we have a nice Full Art Starly card here. Just beautiful artwork. I'm sure it's not worth a whole lot. You guys will have already seen price on screen. But I just love adding on my Full Art collection. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can't find me a ferret. Okay, she was sleeping mostly out in the open. She was under a blankie. But she just woke up. There's Serana, the ferret that I think has been featured on this channel a lot more than the other, because she tends to be awake a lot more, or at least just out where I can get to her. She always just goes straight off frame anytime I bring her on the video. Hey, bear. Yeah, she's real shaky because she just woke up. Try to... Okay, don't unplug my microphone. She's also trying to grab a card. Yeah, this is the Serana bear. There we go. We found a ferret to go with our ice ferret. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all of that stuff. I'll have things on screen that you can click on. Yada, yada, yada. Hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye. For now. Oh, God, don't. I'm knocking my stuff down.